Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'd like to show you how I made this really quick, simple and really useful hammer rack to store all of your hammers in your workshop, just out of a long piece of pallet wood and some metal hooks. So I've been accumulating hammers and mallets now for a while, and I don't have anywhere in particular to store them, so half the time when I'm looking for one I can't find it. So I thought it was about time to make a rack. So I'm going to be putting my rack above this window in my workshop. It's a little bit of dead space and I think it'll be ideal for this. So I have this long piece of pallet wood that I thought would be ideal to make the rack. Using a speed square, I'm just marking up the size, and it happens to be 134 centimeters long. The piece of pallet wood is 12 centimeters wide, so 134 centimeters is the width of the window. Then I could cut out the size on the miter saw. So then I wanted to give it a nice decorative edge with the router. I'm using a Roman OG bit. I've been using that quite a bit recently in projects. I just like the way that it looks around the edge, gives a nice decorative finish. And that's how it looked. So now there's some nail holes left from when it was a pallet. So I've just mixed up some sawdust, some very fine sawdust and some PVA glue to act as a filler. So now, using a combination square, I just want to roughly work out where to put some markings for pilot holes, and these pilot holes will be for screws that attach it to the studs in the workshop. So I've got some nice even little crosses there ready for the pilot holes. To drill the holes, I've got a drill bit with a countersink built into it. And that will allow the head of the screw to sit nice and flush. So for the hooks, I've got these garden hooks. I think I paid £1 a pack for these in a pound shop or in a cheap DIY store. One size is a bit bigger than the other, so the one is for the big hammers and the other is for the small. So there's 5 of each, so 10 hooks in total. So now I want to work out exactly where I want to put these hooks. So I'm going to draw a line which is in line with the holes where the screws are going to go in each hook, so that they have got a consistent height across the whole rack. Now I'm just going to draw up that line with a ruler. This part's a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad if you take your time. So now I'm going to add a hook at each end and work out an equal spacing. Again, using the combination square to help me. And now I can start to drill pilot holes for the screws. Once there's one either side, I can just start to add the others, and doing a quick bit of maths, I worked out that at about 6 centimeters gap between each hook was about right. And it's worth getting this right now because it will look really nice and uniform later on. So now I could start drilling all the pilot holes. Then I gave it all a sanding down with, I think, 120 grit sandpaper. It doesn't have to be too smooth, doesn't really matter. And then finished it off by hand. Then I decided to add some grey emulsion, and that will match the theme I've got going on in my workshop. I gave it 2 coats of this emulsion. To fix the hooks, I'm going to use these small screws. So these hooks are usually used for garden tools, but they'll be ideal for hammers, I think. And that was the rack all ready to install. Now I needed to get it in the workshop. So to get it fitted, I'm just using a couple of clamps to help me keep it in position while I start to screw it in. To attach it, I'm going to use these decking screws. Then all I needed to do was to just pilot the holes and drive in the screws. And now for the best bit, adding all of my hammers and mallets. So that's about it for this video. I was pleased in the end how it turned out. Quick and easy, one long piece of pallet wood and just some cheap metal hooks, and you can see it makes use of a space just above my window here in my workshop and allows me to see all of the hammers and mallets on display, so they're really quick and easy to just grab whichever one I might need. So why not try this out for yourself in your workshop? If you found this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.